Yo, what's up there guys, it's Immersive Gamer 83 and thank you very much for stopping by. Today I want to talk a little bit about virtual reality and presence. This is all sparked off by one of the comments on my Elite Dangerous video, and I'll just have a quick look at that now and I'll go into it. Okay, so the question was from Lucario Star and it says, do you really feel like you're there, or does it feel like just stereoscopy? And that's a really good question, to be honest. That is a really good question. I started typing things down, I was deleting it again, and I was typing it down. And to be honest, it is really difficult to explain. It's very difficult to explain, especially to someone who hasn't used the headset yet. I mean, we've got the headset here, and it is only a development kit. You know, it is only a development kit. It's not perfect. It's got a little bit low resolution, but considering it is what it is, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, when you first put it on your head, you've got it there. I mean, you know that you're sitting in a chair because you've just came from the environment. You know, you're sitting in a chair, but then you put on the headset, and it's really strange, because all of a sudden everything around you virtually has got a sense of scale. It's got a sense of depth. It's almost like, as you're sitting there, you know you're sitting in your house, but it's just these little visual cues that all start adding up, and your brain starts to actually believe these visual cues, because that's all the brain does. It kind of like thinks, it reinforces it's a decision, and if it's experienced a similar thing but in the past, it kind of like keeps adding to it until it says, yep, that's definitely real. So it's crazy, and I'm probably explaining that in a terrible way, to be honest, but when you're taking in the scale and the depth of everything around you, it's just like appears to be like a real one-to-one scale. You can touch, you could feel like you could just touch anything in front of you as you're leaning around, lean forwards and backwards. The head tracking perfectly one-to-one matches everything that you're doing, and as you're looking around, you've got big panoramic views out the window. You look down and you've got your flight stick in your hand, so you've got your throttle here, you've got your flight stick looking down, and as you look down in VR, the character's virtual hands are exactly matching up one-to-one, so they're mirroring exactly what you're doing in real life, even down to like the flipping the hat switches. It's all carrying over into the virtual world, and these visual cues are all just adding up together to make a perfect. It's hard to explain. I mean, the brain is starting to be tricked at this point, you know, like, and you've always got this thing in the back of your mind, so you know it can't be real, but the more you play, the more you stop dwelling on this factor, and the more you just start to relax, and you're in the moment. You're in the now, you know, like it probably has a professional terminology, but I'll call it the now. So when you're in the now, you're not worried about anything else. You're just there, you know, like you're worrying about what's going on. You know, you're being attacked here, you've got ships here, like or even you're just looking at a planet and taking it all in, or lining yourself up for an entry into a space station, something small like that. And it's really odd, because once you stop that worrying about the actual, you know, things that are not happening, and just thinking about the now, full immersion is there. Like, you start feeling like you're somewhere else without even knowing it. It's just all of a sudden, like, it's afterwards you realise, shit man, that was presence, man. It's crazy. Like, it's only going to get like more powerful that as we move on to the next generation. So when we get to like festive seasons, Q116 as well for Oculus Rift, and festive seasons for the HTC Vive, and then we're going to get these lighthouse technology controllers where we're actually seeing our hands, or virtual representations of our actual hands in the world. We can even do finger gestures with the touches. It's just going to be crazy when you couple that with actual locomotion as well. So when you get the Virtuix Omni, well, I've put my name down. Whenever that comes out, it's going to be mad. You're actually walking, feeling like you're walking, but in the game, you're seeing that you're walking somewhere else. You're looking down, you've got your virtual hands there, maybe a sword, maybe a shield, and it just leads on, and it just keeps on improving, and it's difficult to get across what I'm trying to say. I'm hopefully trying to, this is coming across, you know, and and you're really going to start to care about these virtual characters in the world that die, and you know that you go on journeys on, you start to know about their characteristics, and you start to really care about. I mean, even now we've got people like Velia in Skyrim. It might not be the best example, but she's a fully branched out conversation trees going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just reminded me of someone I knew.
And you go, and as you go through the world of Skyrim, she goes on the journeys and lives and dies with you, you know, as you, and you do start to build an actual rapport to these characters. And when they're standing right in front of you, full scale in front of you, and they're protecting you, and oh, it's just crazy. And as like artificial intelligence improves going forward, the AI is just actually like crazy. You are actually going to have these physical like relationships, sort of bonds with pixels, and you're going to start to care about these pixels more and more and more. Not just the NPCs, but property. When we're talking about like Star Citizen going forward, now I've been pondering over, oh, what ship shall I buy? What starter package shall I buy? The reason I care so much about it is because it's not just going to be like pixels to me. Because when I get into the game and I've got my virtual reality headset on, it's going to be a ship. I'm not just going to looking at a flat screen. I'm going to be getting in my spaceship, and I'm going to be sitting in my spaceship. I'm going to be traveling around the galaxy, the universe, and exploring, all in my spaceship. So it's a massive decision. I'm going to make another video on that at another point, but hopefully I've got across a little bit about what I wanted to say, and hopefully this this does make sense. And for those of you that haven't had a chance to try out the virtual reality experiences, I'd say you're the lucky ones, because the first time you get to try it, it's going to be better than anything we've experienced at the moment. So when you get your consumer unit, it should just be plug and play. It should just be reasonably easy to set up. It should have better visual fidelity, and everything's going to be improved. So you guys are the lucky ones, really. So anyway, I'm going to call it on this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope to catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.